Hello everyone, so now we are going to do the OSPF summarization. If you remember, before we are saying summarization we can do in the OSPF in two places. One is ASBR and ABR, only these two router. What I mean, let me take the blackboard. Why we need actually summarization? Imagine I have one router here, okay, I have router R1, I have another router R2 here. I have so many routes here, so many routes is coming here to this router. So I draw here maybe 1 2 3 4 5 routes I am saying, but imagine if you have 500 routes are coming here. If you are getting 500 routes from R1 to R2, the routing table will increase. It will take lot of CPU and RAM to analyze that route whenever anyone sending packet or receiving packet. When traffic is going from one place to another place, it will take time. So what we will do, we will summarize. Instead of sending the 400 routes, we will check if we can do summarization. We will do the summarization and we will advertise the summarized route. Okay, we will advertise the summarized route. So we will have only one route here. Instead of 400 routes what we are getting before, now we will have only one route. With the help of one route we can reach to all 400 routes. That is known as route summarization. But in the OSPF we cannot do anywhere. Like I will say OSPF, I will do summarization on this router or in this router, or I have so many router, I am thinking I will do everywhere. Wherever I am having the more route, I will do summarization. This will not work in the OSPF. In AGRP we can do, but in the OSPF we need to do the summarization only two places. We can do the summarization only in two places. One is ASBR, wherever we have the ASBR router or area border router. Only on this router only we can perform the summarization. So this is important point. In interview you will get this question. If you want to do the summarization in OSPF, on which router you will do? So you need to say in the OSPF we can do the summarization only at two router, that is one is ASBR or ABR. Only these two places only we can do the summarization. So if you see theory, route summarization is also known as route aggregation. It is a method of minimizing the number of routing table in the IP, that is Internet Protocol Network. In simple words, if we are getting more routes, we need to summarize, so our routing table should be small. Our routing table should be small, so it will not consume CPU and the RAM. And we need to remember, for OSPF support only route summarization at ABR or ASBR. We can do only these two places only. And what are the advantage we are going to get? First advantage, save memory, save bandwidth, save CPU cycle and stability. Stability means, example, if you have so many routes, if sometime it is going down, coming up, it will flapping. So if you do summarization, it will not flap. We will see that one when we do lab, you will have the idea. So now we need to remember, it will save memory, that is routing table will be small, which reduce the memory requirement. Save bandwidth, there are less routes to be advertised, so we save the bandwidth also. And save CPU cycle, less packet to process, small routing table to work. That's why we are using the less CPU. Stability, because if we have lot of routes, some routes are going down and up, it will flap. If any interface or if any route is going down and coming up, it will flap. But if we do summarize route, even if some routes are flapping, it will not flap in the routing table. So we will have the stability. So we will see how we can do that one. So in this scenario, what we will do, we will take two router, but imagine you have a big network, but for lab purpose it is enough if we take two router and if we take 4 route. If you see here, I taken loop 0, loop 1, loop 3, loop 4. That is, I taken from loop 0 to loop 3, that is 4 loop back we are created here, and we are advertising the 4 interface, 4 network. So we will have the 4 root. But imagine in the real scenario you have 400 network. 400 routes are coming from here, this router to this router, and this routing table will be high. It is storing the 400 routes in this one. So what we will do to overcome these types of issue, we are going to do the summarization. But before going to that one, now I will create this lab and we will do the normal OSPF, and then we are going to check how it look, and then after that we will look how we can summarize the route, what is a procedure, and how we can configure. After summarization, what advantage we are getting, we will verify. Okay, so this is theory concept. Let me stop this theory.